Welcome back to Americana Outdoors and Wade Middleton's hunting camp, where we'll join Justin Rackley as he gets ready to hunt for his first whitetail buck.
I've never shot a buck. I mean, I've been an outdoorsman for so long. I've been on a lot of hunts, been behind the camera on a lot of hunts, but I never got that opportunity at a buck.
Killing your first deer is pretty special. Killing your first buck, there's only one of those. And I've been real fortunate through the years to be on a lot of those hunts with people that help set those up. And I tell you that for me, it doesn't get much better to watch the emotions that go down, to watch the ebb and flow of the hunt, to see the despair, to see the discouragement, to see the excitement, to the doubts and everything that goes into it. I mean, a first buck kill, it might take years for some people to get.
I've been practicing a lot with this TenPoint Crossbow and I feel really comfortable with it now. I've been setting up at different locations and different angles, and I really feel like I've got a good grasp for everything. And when it comes time to make the shot, I'm going to make a good shot. So I'm just going to do a final test here at 30 yards. It's where we think the deer are going to be. Coming in, you know, it's been a different year this year. We've got a ton of plant growth coming up. It's been way different than last year. I got to take a doe last year with a TenPoint Crossbow and just a lot less vegetation. So they're going to be coming in close. I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Now, on the first day of his hunt, Justin and his cameraman gave it everything they had. Their first setup was in a spacious ground blind. Seeing nothing, they moved to a different area with the same result.
So things weren't really working out the first day or two, and since the deer are roaming around so much, me and Jeff figured we would go over to another property and see what the whitetail are doing over there. No one really knows what's going on. We had built these stands in the summer, and we had been putting out scouting cameras and feeders and making sure that we were going to have some deer coming in the area, but nobody's hunted there yet, so we really don't know. I figured I would be the guinea pig and go over there and see. So we went over there and we go to what is called Wade's stand. And Wade, he's one of the greatest whitetail hunters there is. And I'm figuring this thing's gonna be covered up with deer when I get there. So I'm all intense, I'm being quiet, Jeff's quiet, we're covered up. It's a very still morning and we're just listening for these deer to start coming in. So we wait a little while and a little while longer and a little while longer, and I haven't seen a squirrel, a rabbit. There's no life going on. And finally I just looked at Jeff and I said, man, Wade's stand is a flop. We gotta go.
Coming up, we'll stick with Justin as he finally gets a shot at his first buck. Now, if you're in the market for a new utility vehicle for your ranch or deer lease, then check out the all-new Yamaha Viking, the most off-road capability and only true three-person side-by-side in its class. Learn more at YamahaOutdoors.com. Welcome back to South Texas, where we're in the field with Justin Rackley. Well, it's been a rough go so far. Justin is hunting his first whitetail buck, and he's chosen a hunt with a TenPoint Crossbow. He spent the first day of his hunt moving from spot to spot, looking for an opportunity that never came.
You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this is going to happen. Haven't seen much activity. I know the bucks are just roaming around a lot, and I'm thinking my chances are pretty slim.
The timing for Justin's hunt, honestly, probably couldn't have been harder for what we were dealing with. Conditions were really varied. The deer were were moving a lot more at night. The range conditions had the deer spread out from one end to the other. There was no rutting activity going on. There was really no pre-rut activity going on. A guy almost had to hunt water or food sources. And if there's a stand on this place that a guy can get it done, it's the Killing Tree.
Now, the Killing Tree is famous. That's where Pincushion was killed. That's where a lot of great hunts have been filmed there. It's a good pinch point where a lot of deer come, and a lot of bucks will come there during the rut, but they also roam through there. So me and Jeff get out there in the evening, and I'm feeling it. I've filmed a lot of hunts out of this stand. I know how good it can be, and immediately deer start coming out. Lots of activity. Bucks are coming out, there's a lot of does, and they're all around us. They're up close, they're out of ways, but just no shooters. But then he came in, the one. I looked up at Jeff and he said, "That's the one." Jeff was on him, everything was good, and I raised the 10-point up, put the crosshairs on him, squeezed the trigger. You know, so many emotions go through you as a hunter when you're out there and you finally make that shot, and in your mind you're just thinking, was it a good shot? Did I hit him cleanly? You know, what is the next step now? So climbing out of the tree stand, all those things were going through my mind, and I just didn't know.
Looking at the Garmin Verb replay, Justin's patience finally paid off, and he made a good shot from about 20 yards out. The bolt hit its mark, and Justin waited for an hour before beginning his search to recover his first whitetail buck.
There's the arrow there, got good blood. Makes me feel good. So we get out there and we start tracking, and we see a little blood, and you know, finally, after tracking for a while, I saw the deer. Oh man, that is so awesome. You know, I wasn't really sure if it was gonna happen. You know, I wasn't really sure on the shot. It was just good enough to get one of the lungs, and had to track it down. But man, just to walk up and see this deer, it's really special. This is a very special deer to me. You know, me and my dad hunted a long time when I was growing up, and you know, he'd always put me first to try to get a whitetail buck. I never did, but this is my first one. So this one's for you, Dad, and I'm in shock, man. This is my first one, you know. Usually you get them when you're younger, but now just putting all this time and effort in the outdoors and finally getting this buck, it just means so much to me. So it's awesome. Can't wait to get back and tell everybody.
You know, when you look at crossbow hunting and you look at all the opportunities that are opening up across the nation right now, it's really exciting. And more people are embracing it. It's another means and method to harvest. More and more states are making it, you know, easy to go do it at various times that have never been there before. And to see somebody pick up a crossbow to harvest their very first buck is pretty cool. And you'll see more of that as the world goes on. So as you look at this hunting, you look at the opportunities that are going on out there in crossbow hunting, there's a lot of firsts for people that have never shot one with a crossbow, and it's a cool way to take one.
From the scrub country of South Texas, we'll head to Las Vegas and the 2014 SHOT Show, where we'll check in at the TenPoint Crossbows booth.
Hi, I'm Randy Wood here at TenPoint Crossbows. We're out here at the SHOT Show showing off our new product. One of the two new bows we have this year is the Shadow Ultralight. We brought out the Vapor and the Stealth last year in a very compact bullpup style stock and barrel configuration, and they were huge hits. What we've done this year is we've taken what we learned off of those bows and turned some of it to the Shadow. This bow weighs 6.4 pounds, is only about 17.5 inches wide. It's only 34 inches long, so it's very, very compact, shoulders very nicely, shoots about 328 feet a second, has a nice scope on it. You've got 3 crosshairs, 3 times magnification. You can get it with either the AccuDraw 50, like this, which retails at $9.99, or you can get it with the AccuDraw, the crank style mechanism, and that retails for $10.99. If you want to find out more information on this, we've just launched our brand new website. It's at TenPointCrossbows.com.
If you live and breathe for whitetail hunting, then you might be interested in checking out Yamaha's Whitetail Diaries. You can find the complete library of these shows and many more at the all-new Americana Outdoors website. Check it out at AmericanaOutdoors.com. Oh, and don't forget, Americana Outdoors is also on Facebook. We're always posting from the field and sharing pics from our latest